Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky. Today we're here to do a 12 by 12 layout. You can see I still have that one fine day paper collection on my desk. I had found this at Tuesday morning at some point in time. I recently rediscovered it in my stash. So yes, we're going to go ahead and use this again. When I bought the pack, it was only $15, I believe $14.99, something like that. And I feel like if I get 2 or 3 layouts out of it, my money was well spent. You can see right here, I am finally cleaning off my paper trimmer from where I spilled coffee. I didn't even realize that it had gotten on my paper trimmer until I was editing a video the other day. So this little piece right here we are going to use to mat our photo. I did cut that photo down to 4 by 4. So I am trimming this at 4.5 by 4.5, I believe. Oh, maybe 4.25 by 4.25. I don't remember, something like that. I'm also going to use the pink. I decided to mat it again in pink because in the photo, my sister is wearing a pink jacket. Now, this is a photo of my sister and one of my great nephews. It is her grandson, Brandon. You guys have seen Brandon before in the 6 by 8 album that we did for my mom of her great grands. Brandon is one of the great grands. So yes, this is his graduation from 8th grade. I do believe he graduated this year. So Barbie, his granny, went to go see him graduate. So we're going to go ahead and use this striped paper and also this blue paper. I wanted a little bit more of a masculine colors, but also wanted to add a little pink in there too because, you know, my sister, right? We are going to be using this striped paper as our background. I'm going to go ahead and trim off the branding strip right here. We got this really pretty blue paper. I like this. Now, I don't know which way I'm going with the design. I do not have a sketch or anything like that I'm working off of. I'm going to kind of just wing it. You can see right here, I did pull out this Dear Lizzie thinking I could find a title off of it. I did not find a title, so I am going back looking for some more. I will end up pulling out a navy blue set of thickers from Simple Stories, I believe. It came in a Hip Kit Club kit, these ones right here. And I'll go ahead and pull out a piece of parchment paper as well. Go ahead and trim that off. And we're just going to use the title, Congrats. Now, when I open my thickers, I like to open them from the side because I'm a little bit on the, oh, people don't like it when I say lazy. I'm a little bit on the efficient side. That's my new word for lazy, efficient. I'm very efficient, so I'm going to go ahead and put congrats down here on this parchment paper. Saying efficient makes me sound like la-di-da. Lazy is actually more true to real life. So anyways, we are going to spell out congrats right here. I know it's kind of a lame title, but hey, good for me. When was the last time I actually made my own title and not used a pre-made one, right? So pat me on the back. I'm patting myself on the back as well. So we have this saying congrats. So now I know what my photo is. I know these 2 papers I want to use, and I know what my title is going to be. That's all I know for now. I do want to use this blue, right? So I'm going to go ahead and trim it up-ish. Oh, look, see, I found 2 things of scraps, so we are going to use those as well. I'm going to trim this up to where it kind of ish was sitting. So that's a little bit like, what, 5 inches maybe? So my photo can fit right here. I'm just going to rip it off. See, when I ripped it, it ripped like a banner. I thought, oh, that's cool. And it gave me the idea to rip these side ones as a banner. Now, the reason I'm using these side ones is because they were there. They were already cut. They were scraps. So I'm just going to tear these kind of in a banner shape. You can see I had a little issue with the first one. It doesn't necessarily look like a banner right there in the center, but that's okay because I'm going to cover that dip up with this little piece right here. So here's where I decide, or I'm trying to figure out where I want this title to be. And I'm going to go ahead and put it down here at the bottom right. Here I found this tag on my desk, so I thought, well, that's just a basic white tag. We'll go ahead and use that. I put that on there. And here's a little die cut. It says, enjoy it all. I think that's very cute as well. And here's one that says, yay for today, which is also very cute. These are die cuts. All the ones I put on here so far, except for that tag, are die cuts from the One Fine Day collection. That tag was just sitting on my desk. I think that came out of my embellishment notebook, as did this little piece right here. That is a Simple Stories label. My fan's on. See how everything's just blowing away? Yeah, it's so hot, guys. It's so hot. Try to use a different tag, and I don't think that's going to stay, that light pink one, but I'm just trying it out, seeing what I can do with all of these die cuts. Now, this right here is a Y. This die cut pack came with the word hooray, and I haven't used that yet. I kind of wanted to get it used, and I'm not sure that it's going to actually get used, but it does not end up on this page. We are going to go ahead and commit to congrats down here on the bottom, because that's really all I know I want to do right now. When I get stuck on a page and I'm like, I don't know what else to do, I do what I know I want to do. And in this instance, I know my title is going to be Congrats. I've already decided I'm going to put it down here at the bottom, so that's what we end up doing right here. Here's that Enjoy It All, and then we also have that little label. I'm looking for it. The fan blew it away. There it is right there. We're going to go ahead and rough the edges up on this label with some small scissors. And then I'm going to go ahead and commit to the placement of that. Now that Enjoy It All, I will put up on some foam tape and layer it over that right like that. I don't want to have that dark piece. It looks like a piece of washi on that label. I don't want that showing. So I am going to just go ahead and layer this up over it on some foam tape. Super cute. Enjoy it all. Congrats. Love that. I am going to use this little one right here. I'm going to put it on the photo. It says yay for today. And then you can see where I have ripped these into banner shapes. I'm just going to use my little scissors again, rough up the edges. I'm going to do that on all of these papers. We're going to go ahead and commit to this. Now, did you see I put the adhesive on the top? So we're building this little cluster, the photo cluster. We're building it not on the page, basically. It is being taped down into a cluster, and then we'll take that cluster and tape the cluster onto the page. And again, I am roughing up the edges. Running the scissors over an area that we have already ripped, it just makes it look a little bit more clean, not as, you know, rippy. You can see right here, I did trim this off a little bit. I thought it'd be cool to have a little bit more color down here at the bottom. Now, I didn't leave myself much space for that down there, but it's okay. We are going to make it work. I am going to be able to stick a little strip down there to pull in some more color down there at the bottom. And then we have this right here. Go ahead and stick that onto it, and then we'll just go ahead and rough this up. Yeah, see that big dip in the center? Didn't do that one on purpose, but that's okay because we're going to cover that up. It's fine that it didn't work out. I was bending over some of the rib to where I can get some of the underside of the paper to show just a little bit. So we'll go ahead and put this down right here. I'm just eyeballing it, hoping it's even. I do pull out my ruler, and it looks like it's even-ish, so we're just going to roll with it. There's my photo, but I do need to rough up the rest of this main banner piece. And now I'd already taped it down, so we have to kind of manipulate the sides just a little bit. It's okay. Very nice, very nice. Okay, this one's coming a little unstuck. Gotta line that back up and push it back down. We are gonna go ahead and commit to our photo, I do think. Oh, nope. We're gonna do that strip down at the bottom. Now, it does hang over, so we will end up, you know, trimming off the excess that hung over. It just ends up being a little tiny strip down there. That very cute. Nice, nice, nice. I got myself those colors down at the bottom. Let's go ahead and tape this down so we can cut off the edge of that and see what it actually really looks like with it being so small. I decided to go ahead and pop this whole photo up on foam tape. I don't feel like I've done that for a while, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I like that paper, the backside of that paper. I didn't use that at all. Maybe if I have a little bit of that left, I might keep it. We'll see. I haven't cleaned my desk up yet. You guys might join me for cleaning my desk up after this layout, perhaps. Now here I'm trying to decide, do I want to have it centered? Do I want to have it over to the left-hand side? I'm just eyeballing it. It's going to be centered-ish. Just eyeballing it, guys. We'll go ahead and push that down. Now we can trim off the bottom of this and see what that looks like. Now see that little piece I have left? I am going to tuck it right up here. So cute. It's already got tape on it and everything. I'm going to rough the edge up on it just a little bit. It's so small, right? You gotta like barely grasp it. We're gonna stick it under there and we'll just rip the edge off. Bam. Look, that's cute, right? We got that color down there at the bottom in 2 spots. Just a little bit, but it's enough. Here's that white tag. We'll go ahead and stick that in right here. Very nice. And then we'll look for some more embellishments. Now this embellishment pack did come with some twine in it. It's that white and pink twine, and I do believe we end up using that. We will pop this up on foam tape, just the edge of it. We'll go ahead and put some of that twine in there if I can find it. I'm like, I know I just had this out because I haven't cleaned my desk off and I just used it on the previous layout, right? So it's got to be under something somewhere. Found it. I'm going to loop through this hole and then just kind of tie it in a regular knot up at top. So we got a little bit of extra loops on there, and we're just going to tie this in a knot right here, like that. And then we'll go ahead and fray the edges of it like we did last time. Only I can't find my pokey tool, so we just use the scissors for it. Go ahead and cut that down. I'm going to look for the pokey tool. Don't see it. Yeah, can't find it. It's probably on the floor. So I am just going to pick up those little scissors right there. They have a point on them, so it works basically the same when you're trying to just separate the threads. You just poke it in there and separate those threads a little bit. Just got to be careful that I don't like cut my fingers doing that. Okay, we will add a little bit of adhesive to the length of the tag because we're only going to have the top part popped up a little bit, right? Perfect. That's very nice. Okay. All right, so we stepped away and came back. Now we're going to work on our embellishments. Now what I did is I took out this star die. It is by Stephanie Barnard. It is one of the very first dies I purchased. I'll be pulling it out here in a second, but there's all sorts of different stars. Some of the stars are stitched. Some of the stars are not. I use the small ones. And then there's also a star on there that says Shine Bright. Well, apparently I'd never cut that one out. And so when I cut it out this time, it does not cut out how I thought it would. So here it is. It is by Sizzix. And see how those are. That we've got some small ones, some small stitched ones, some small ones without stitches, some bigger ones. And again, like I said, there is one that says Shine Bright. But when I cut it out, I guess I've never cut it out before. It does not come out like a full piece like that. It comes out in pieces. The first time I run it through, I don't think it cut all the way. So I end up running it through again. See, it doesn't look like it moved on the sheet or anything, right? It's just stuck to that paper. So I do end up running it through again, but I don't know how it cuts. I'll have to play with it at some other point in time. When I was working on this layout was not the time. So I will put these little stars back on there, run that Shine Bright through again. It just doesn't, I don't know how it's supposed to cut, but however it did cut, it's not great. So go ahead and take these little stars off. We're going to do this on some pink paper, and we're also going to use a little bit of the teal paper as well. See how in the center, did you see that scrap? It had bright on it. So it's like, I guess it cuts out a negative piece or something. I don't fully understand how that works. I will, like I said, have to run that through again to to see. Now I was trying to get mostly teal on these stars, but when I take them off, they all have a little bit of white on a tip, at least one tip throughout. None of them are completely teal, so it's okay. I do that one more time with the teal, and then we'll move on to the pink. Sorry if you can hear Gunner whining in the background. Latest story time. This is what I'm up to on this Sunday morning. I hope you guys have a blessed Sunday. I hope you guys have a blessed day every day. But I hope you have a blessed Sunday. Anyways, so I can't find... do you guys do this? I have this little, like, 6x6 bag that I just put my IDs and stuff in when I'm going to the store, so I don't have to carry my whole big purse, right? It's missing. I mean, we went to Sonic and to the gas station yesterday, but I know I had it, and I can't find it around the house anywhere. It has my car keys in it, it has cash in it, my IDs, my military IDs, my driver's license, debit and credit cards, everything's in it. Yeah, I'm going to need to find that. So if anybody wants to send me some good finding vibes, that'd be super awesome. Okay, I think this is the last pass through we're going to make. Now, when I go ahead and put these stars down on the paper, I will use some of them. I will pop up on foam dots, and some I will just lay flush to the page. I love this die. Like I said, I think this is one of the first dies I got, and I just absolutely love it. I love dies. Guys, I'm a subscriber of Coco and Reno. Do you guys subscribe to Coco and Reno? It's a monthly die subscription, and it's pretty cool, but also pretty bad for me because I don't think I've actually used any of the dies in at least a year, but they're still coming in monthly. So probably I ought to cancel that subscription, huh? I agree. Okay, so here's the layout. We will go ahead and not actually finish embellishing. I did find this. Look at this. Isn't that cute? Who is this, guys? Do you guys know? I don't know. It came in my I'm looking at it trying to think. Is that a Paige Evans? I don't even know. It came in one of my hit club kits, but I find this cute little foam thing on here that says "You Matter," and I love that. Here I'm pulling out the stars. So basically we're going with the star theme. I don't want to use any hearts on here. I'm using stars. I do have flowers on here because my sister is in that photo, so yay, flowers. But mostly we're going to be using stars. I did find a pink one, kind of a tealy green one, and a yellow one. See, this one says you matter. I love that. It's so cute, right? But I don't like the pink heart on it. So I am going to try and cover it up with some stars. I'm looking at some of the stars that I die cut out. Here's my pickup tool. I never did find my pencil sharpener, so it's still not picking up super fabulous because I need to sharpen it. It's got a very blunt tip on it right now, and it's like, no. So I'm trying to find something to cover up that heart with. I don't really like that heart. I don't want the heart to be there. What I end up finding, all the stars I cut out are a little bit big, so they don't really work. But I do end up putting one of those puffy, those foam stars on it. I put a foam star onto a foam sticker that is on foam tape, so it's pretty thick. That piece right there ends up being pretty thick. I'm going to go ahead and see how I'm layering up a couple of the stars. So the one on the bottom will be flat to the page. The one on top of it will be on foam tape. And then the third that's kind of off to the side, I think I just do those ones flat. Yeah, there's the yellow one I found. We'll just stick it right over that. See? Awesome. Looks so good. So here's where I decide, okay, I'm going to have to put this up on foam, because it's up on the photo, right? So I have to put half of this on foam tape because it's going to be sitting on top of actually 3 layers. Because we got the blue dotted paper, the pink paper, the kind of white paper with spots, and then the photo. So yeah, we needed a little bit of foam tape over there on the right-hand side of that. So it would be a little bit more balanced. Here I'm trying to decide what to do with these other foam stars. I do get them on the page. That one, the first one I put down, is kind of a yellow, but it's kind of also like a lime green. To me, it works fine. It kind of looks the same as those yellow flowers. You can't really tell those yellow flowers have a little bit of a lime green tint till you get something lime green up close to them. For me, anyways. Looking at it on the video right now, I kind of can tell. In person, not too much. So here are some of the smaller foam dots. I am going to use these smaller foam dots for the stars to pop them up so I don't have to fiddle with foam tape. Guys, you can pick these up over at Close to My Heart, BeckyBidden.closetomyheart.com. I absolutely love these foam dots. I love the larger ones and I love these small ones. They come in, you can get them in 1mm height or 2mm height. I like the 1mm because 2 is sometimes too much, but if you want to, you can just double up. But I mostly only use the 1. If on occasion I do have to double them up just to get the height so it can, you know, lay flat over something, then I will do that. It doesn't happen very often. So you might be thinking, well, that's a waste to double them up. Well, it'd be a waste for me to buy the 2mm because they would just sit there. I would very rarely use them. So I'd say less than once a month I would use the 2mm or double up 1mm. So yeah. Those are the ones I prefer, is the thin ones. So go ahead and stick that down. Oh, look how cute this is, guys. Are we going to add anything else? I think we will add just a couple more things. I have this sticker right here. It says this. It already has foam tape behind it, but I am going to stick it down right there. I think we're going to be pulling out our spiral notebook. Yep. Because remember, I want to use, I think, what was my goal, guys? I can't remember. I think it was 3 pieces. I don't think I get 3 pieces on here. I might, but I don't think so. I think I only get 2 pieces on this layout. But let's see. We're going to go ahead and I found this little yellow label. Perfect. That looks like it's a label that I stamped and then cut out. But that is going to land right there. That tag's not going to go in. And a lot of times, once I pull them off the page, they just land on my desk because I need to add more adhesive to the back to get them in the book. So sometimes I take the time to do that and sometimes not so much. So I found this one right here. It's kind of that same yellowy, greeny color. That is, I believe, from a pattern paper that I have fussy cut. Very cute. There's some cute stuff in here. There are also some things in here I need to get rid of. Now, you saw I had some pins in there. I don't just only have die cuts in here. You saw I had just went by some puffy stickers. I will take a pack sometimes and stick them in there. In fact, I have been using these enamel dots. Actually, they're in front of me. They're called Bella Droplets. Those right there. I put some adhesive on the back and stuck them in there. So I am going to be using the white out of there. When I use the white out of there, it doesn't show up too much. But I decided to use that white because I have already used all the white dots. So I wanted to get the triangles in there used up as well. There are 4 triangles, and I only end up using 3. Just because that sticker right there that says this is not quite long enough to have 4 under it. Otherwise, I would have totally put 4. These are kind of fiddly. We'll go ahead and get them stuck down. See, they kind of blend into the paper. So you might be like, okay, well, that's a waste of embellishment, Becky. It's not. It has a little something, I promise. We will go ahead and stick those down. Okay, guys, I want to go ahead and remind you that if you'd like to support my channel, check the links down below. I've said this quite a few times. I am working on getting some new ways to support my channel if you would like. But yes, everything will be listed down below in the comment section. Also, if you'd like to stay tuned, there is a tiny clip of the puppies if you're interested in seeing them. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.